day 70. Okay, so it was for me, it was a very restful night. I just sleep through anything. They partied for quite a while. I guess there was, merriment and tambourines and the whole nine yards. This place is just filled with hikers. I got a touch of poison ivy. I'm getting old, so I got something on my hand. But there was a dude who had some cream, so I put some of that on, put a band-aid on, and I seemed to be all right. But I do have a bit of stuff growing right around me and a little bit under there. And some of it is poison ivy, just some of it, not all of it. But what got me, I'm pretty sure, is when I set up my strap right there. Turns out that's poison ivy growing up the thing. Yeah. It turns out it vines too. Who knew? I guess everybody but me. They don't really have much of this stuff where it comes from. I thought I was immune, but I'm getting it. I yelled at fire last night, so I gotta talk to him. Yeah. So this morning at like 3:30. Now I don't know if Fire had a tent. Right? He's a tarp sleeper. So at 3:30, I want to say it was precisely, because I was going to sleep until 5. That was the plan, right? But at 3:30, I hear an alarm go off. I'm like, motherfucker, so I'm laying there. Like 9 minutes, I think it took for it, because I checked my time after. It's 8 or 9 minutes. I just like, fuck that. So I get out of my tent. I walk my happy ass, and I got to go, through this thing, because there's poison ivy around, remind you. I walk my happy ass down. It seemed much farther in the dark. I go down there, and there's this nice young lady, and she's all hitting on his tent, like, hey, hey, wake up, and I'm like, nah, screw that. I stick my head in his tent. I'm like, hey, man, turn your shit off. And I'm lighting him up the whole time. I'm like, you're a jerk. And then as I'm walking away, because there was just a frightened looking naked bald man in there. I wasn't like checking him out to see who it was. But as I was walking away, I was like, is that fire? Yeah, and it turns out it was. But yeah, that's how I know him, all brightly colored and such. So, a ball of scared naked man. I didn't recognize. But I'm glad it was him, so, because he knows how to handle it. I don't want to, I yell at people. I do. You deserve it. When you're camping like this and you have your alarm going off for 10 minutes, somebody needs to go yell at you. We can all hear you, man. Sad when I'm the guy who has to tell you to be quiet. You done fucked up. I got to pack up some stuff. I'm going to leave this here to hold my spot and go into town. Well, at the laundromat, it is coming down really well. A lot of people are out slack packing or hiking in general today. I feel bad for them. I'm glad I'm not necessarily indoors, but under covers. I'm wearing almost nothing. I'm in here in a tiny pair of underwear and a raincoat. Let's see, my stuff will be dry, and then I'll get it wet again. But it will be clean. Getting our chores done. And then the rest of the day is for relaxation and uploading. And extracurricular adult activities. Day 71, we start off with a rainbow going on. How often does that happen?
It looks cool.
Good morning.
I wouldn't have noticed it. He wouldn't have looked it over.
Ominous start to the day. Almost a double rainbow. You can see a light one going on right there. Yeah, but we're going to go slack pack a bit today. Let's see what we got going on over here. Yeah, we're doing a 20-mile slack today. We got a ride coming for us real soon. Get back to where Riff Raff is, have breakfast with those guys, and then get dropped off 20 miles up the trail and do our happy hour wandering back to Riff Raff again, where most of our gear is already set up and dry, so we don't have to worry about walking in the rain too much. Short-lived rainbow. This corridor totally reminds me of The Shining. I'm all the way down at the end. I only came up here for their tiny cups of free coffee. I was already packed up this morning, just in case I woke up kind of late, because we stayed up kind of late. And our ride is coming kind of early, so I was like, I won't make coffee. I'll rely on their hotel coffee. Luckily, they were on point and had that stuff brewing at 6 a.m. All right, back here at Riff Raff Camp. We got Crocs manning the fire as usual. It hunts. He's our fire marshal. He always has shit going. Oh, it was a decent amount more tense than when I left. Fire's still here. Morning, fire. I got my little slack packing stuff. Just a little bag, jacket, water, poles. I'm going to do an easy 20-mile day. I like a good easy 20. Oh, yeah, I'm making breakfast. Look at that. We got fruits and shit going on. Do we got coffee going yet? Carla needs some coffee. That is such a great place. Well, I'm glad I came down to hang out with Riff Raff. It has been good time so far. We still got a while to go, too. Good times. So we're headed back to do the slack pack. Got everybody crammed in here. There's another van behind us, and of course that thing's full. These poor sad sacks got the worst of it, though. They're gonna suffer on the way there. It's gonna be good times. You're gonna be riding in the back of a truck on a windy, cold, wet-ass day. Make sure your back is against the truck. As soon as I heard that everybody was going, I ran to the truck. Everybody's trying to get in the truck. I hop in the bed because I know everybody wants to be inside. There's like 6 of them in the back row. They're all uncomfortable sitting on each other's lap. And the people are like, we're going to take the bed? And I'm like, well, the bed's going to fill out, man. So I grabbed the good spot in the bed. That's what I was coming here for. You got to think ahead, man. We're all going to suffer, but, you know, I'm suffering at least while we are. Because I was like, follow me, come on, let's go. I'm like, if you see me running, run on and follow me. I know what's up. There's a trick to make everything less crappy. You know? It's going to be crappy. I'm still cold, mildly moist, but I'm not these guys. You know what I'm saying? They didn't run when they heard, hey, who's going for the slack pack? I grabbed my shit and bolted because I don't want to be them. And we're off. That was Ken Reeves back there, owner of Discerning Hiker Hostel. He was making coffee, but the bastard didn't bring any coffee cups. And I'm slack packing, so I don't have my coffee cup on me. What a tease. What a tease. I'm out here, it's cold, it's wet. And he's like, yeah, I got hot coffee. I'm like, got any cups? And he's like, ooh. Yeah. It's a thought that counts. All right, so we got a little 20-mile slack pack. It's a little drippy, a little cold, but you know, it could be worse. That could have been those 3 dudes that suffered for, I mean, that was like a half-hour drive. It was uncomfortable for me just sitting there with my knees in my chest the whole time. Those guys were in the same position, but getting pelted by cold, fast rain. Let's hope the day gets a little more beautiful. Yeah. The day has definitely improved. It's a little misty, but it warmed up significantly. Still like 18 miles to go, but I'm not in a hurry. All my stuff is set up right where I left it the other day. And it's way more downhill than uphill today. A lot of ridge walking is what it looks like. We're a little overgrown by AT standards. And there's poison ivy off to the sides here. That's poison ivy, right? Fairly certain it's shiny. Watch your honey. So this is all rubbing on our legs as we walk by. So I'm hoping, because it does look like discolored on the ends, I'm hoping that hikers already wiped off most of the oils, so I don't drag them back with me. I mean, my hand did not get any real marks. You can kind of see a little redness, maybe a little bump. That might have been a bug bite or something. I don't know. But there's a dude And he showed us his belly. Oh my God. He went over and he was like, he's even mocking himself. He's all shirtless and stupid and sees a huge log that he can like pick up, and you had to use his stomach to help him pick it up. So it rolled against him, carried it back to throw in the fire, not realizing it was covered in poison sumac, I believe he said it was. And his body just broke out, and that was 12 days ago today. It was 11 days ago when I was talking to him yesterday. And his, like, just all up his side and all over his hands and arms. I mean, dude, he looks like a burn victim almost. His skin is completely discolored, dark and scaly, and it looks horrible. He's like, it's just not getting any better. I don't want to be that guy. It's annoying that that plant exists. Why is it not like hot pink or nuclear orange or something, so you know to avoid it on site? I mean, if it wants to be avoided, I'd be happy to avoid it. But don't look like every other damn plant out there. Everything has 3 leaves. It's kind of wet. Everything's shiny when it's wet. So this shit might not even be poison ivy. But I think it is. Yeah, at least be purple or something. Stand out, man. I will avoid you. Oh, purple means itchy. Although that one's kind of purple. What is that? Looks kind of shiny to me. But is that 3 leaves? I can't tell. I don't think it's 3 leaves, so I'm going with no. But again, I don't know. It's a guessing game, man. I'm no botanist. I'm fairly sure all these plants really want to hurt me. Well, not all of them, but a good chunk of them do. Will make me itch in some weird way. And as much as I touch my junk, if I get some on my hands, I am going to be wrecked. Here's how hiking's supposed to be. A little bit of water, some snacks, safety supplies, and water. Just a tiny bit of water, too. 12 is carrying the filter, because hers is super fast. But I have the spoon, because we both brought tuna for lunch. So I share my spoon, she shares her filters. I just walked out of the clouds. I see a cloud coming from there. Who's smoking up here? Somebody's hiding in the bushes. Okay, so I don't know if Uncle Nick Grind's test body's actually here, but it seems as such with that going on. I don't remember it being like this, so I'm assuming they fixed it. I thought there was maybe a metal plaque behind this, but that looks old as fuck, so I'm assuming that it was there the whole time. Maybe I can refer back to old pictures. That's new. It's been a very mellow day for hiking. Once it stopped raining, it started just getting nicer and nicer. We're probably like 8 or 9 miles into it at this point. And it's just been easy breezy. Running into all the hardcore hikers who are like, nah, I don't slack pack. There's a few of them. So cool, see you on my slack pack. Hikers. Maybe one of these days I'll have to come back to Tennessee in June and see what this is like blooming at the same time. I bet it's hot as all get out and full of mosquitoes, so I'd complain about that. But it'd be beautiful. So some of these rhododendrons are starting to bloom. Oh, there's some orange flowers going on too. That's a completely different bush, but the flowers look similar. Are they related? I don't know. Uh-oh. I know that noise, and it is not applause. A little bit of a tree cover, so I'm not wet yet. Hopefully it just passes. Go and do your thing. But don't do it on me, man. We gotta check this out. Let's check this out. Oh, that is nice. Look, you can still see the sunlight out there in Hunts. It's beautiful. I just like this rock. There's just something about it. You're a very likable rock. This AT logo is growing mushrooms. It's kind of interesting. We're at the shelter. Oh, nice spot behind the shelter. And a good gray view. Oh, that's the most beautiful gray I've ever seen. It is so gray. It's happening again. We were dry last time, but this one sounds a little more intense. Still hasn't really trickled down to us yet. Only a little spatterings here and there. Hoping to not put on my rain jacket just because I'm lazy. Beautiful view of the lake. And you can hear there's some excitement going on down there. Gorgeous lake, huh? We are concluding our walk. The last couple miles is on this. There's an interesting slab of rock to the side. You can kind of see down in here, but there's not a whole lot going on. Not a single rainbow today. Tons of little rainy outbursts. I'm assuming this is one coming for us now because it looks a little hazy right there. So I'm assuming, yep, I can smell it. But not a single rainbow. Give me a rainbow, man. You're gonna drop some water on me. Are you struggling, butterfly? You need some help, buddy? You need some help? Oh, yeah. There we go. All I goes is a surprise. I saw you coming, man. You didn't sneak up on me and on. No, you thought you were sneaky. This shit will part. I'll get a rainbow above the lake with a reflection of the rainbow in the lake, because I've never gotten one of them pictures, man. Give it to me. Oh, this is a man-made dam. Did we stack all this rock? Man, the things we will do, huh? Maybe I can find a boat and hitch my way across this. I wouldn't. It's called aqua blazing out here, right? Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? Watuga Dam. Dam Watuga. That's that overflow thingy. When water overflows, goes in there and probably comes out here somewhere. That's a big one, though. Don't fall in that thing. You're nuts. That's gonna fall. But not today. Where's my rainbow? I see we got a hole there the sun can shine through. It can rain over the lake real quick. Give me a rainbow. Am I asking too much? I did get one this morning. That's kind of nice, a sunrise rainbow. You don't see those very often. One view of the lake we got. Waiting for my rainbow. Rain just fell, but no bow. 2 cloud clouds and sun. Come on, you exist to entertain me. Okay, we're getting really close to the end of this. I thought it was totally going to end on that road back there, but we had like 5 more miles. Until I had flashbacks about this lake as soon as I saw it. This is where I took a wrong turn and came back around and did this whole area twice. I knew it. I just had to see it all to remember it. Like, yep, this is where I took a wrong turn. I remember this. Ate spider webs the whole time because it was that time of year. It seems rather flooded. Those trees don't seem like they would normally like to be underwater that deep. I want to bet that'll kill them eventually. The trail is very moist. Lots of splatting noises. I like the crunch of gravel between under my boots. Not squish, squish, squish. But look, it turned into a beautiful day. The sun is shining. We have shadows. So I have a choice. I can do a 20-something mile slack pack into Damascus tomorrow, but I'm working on a different plan in my mind. Let's see how it pans out. I gotta talk to some people. So these nice people were test driving this car and they decided to give us a ride back to Riff Raff. Let's see what's going on, man. Looks like there's a lot more peeps. Nice. As soon as I get here, I get handed a beer and an orange. Well, twisted tea. That's my version of a beer. My hammock is still there. Camp Crawler is doing well. Flip view. And we got humans all over the place. Oh, look at all the humans. Dinner's about to be served, so I gotta go throw my shit up in Camp Crawler. The dude that was hanging above the poison ivy left. I hope he fared well, because there's a bit of poison ivy right there. Just a bit. So that was a picture of me and Maui. I just had a really good moment with him, man. All right, Maui and I go back to 2017. We hiked together, and I don't remember why, but I hated him. And I don't remember why. But he was like, he came up and he's like, hey man, I remember we had beef, and he was so cool about it. It's just, I don't even know why I disliked him. I was like, why did I dislike you? But I knew I did. I was like, fuck him out. I was like, I had a problem with you, but I'm not sure why. But we hugged it out, and it was really good for me, man. That was a really good cathartic moment. I didn't even know I needed healing from that moment or some closure, but I got it, man. And I do feel better. So we totally hugged that out, and it was really good for me, man. It was weird because he hasn't been back here, and neither has Dirtbag since 2017. So all of us, for whatever reason, felt the need to come back here this year. 3 people from 2017. Kind of random. I don't know, man. That was, I don't know, a real special moment for me. I don't know how to describe it, but I needed that. Let's go enjoy ourselves. At the end of a 20-mile day, it sure is nice to wash your feet. But instead of washing my feet, I just put those bad boys in sleep socks and just pretend they're clean. They ain't getting anything dirty in there. Unfortunately, I lost my good handmade ones. Sorry, Susie. I don't know where I lost them. So I'm relying on these cheap bastards to get me through until I get a better set. Hint, hint. Somebody make me some socks, man. So I had a really good night. So after I was ready to actually go to bed, I happened to stand by the fire because there's a fire going. And I ran into one of Hillbilly's friends. Hillbilly is the guy who slack-packed me for damn near 100 miles on the Pinhoti. Thanks, brother. But I ran into the guy that he took care of the year before, Taba. I had heard about him. So I was able to deduce who he was. And it turns out that Taba is the guy that is running a section of the... called Tent City, I'm thinking it is. There's different areas in it, but there's one called Mellow Camp, and that's where I want to be, man. I'm partying, but when I'm done, I want to go back to Mellow Camp, That's my style. Any of y'all know me. I'm down to party a little bit here and there, but when I'm done, man. I want to go, Mellow Camp. That's so him running Mellow Camp is just that's just I don't know, icing on the cake. Everything is working out exactly as it should be. Almost feels too good to be true. I'm having a great time out here, man. Riff Raff is really taking good care of me. And I don't know, it's crazy the souls I'm running into here. I'm a little drunk, but everything feels like it's got purpose and meaning. Feels deeper than it really is, I guess, but it's my perspective. Let's see how Trail Daze goes. Alright, I'm gonna pass the hell out. Luckily, I can sleep through anything. This shit can go on all night long, and I wouldn't even notice, man. I'll be out in 10 minutes. As soon as this hammock is done swinging, I'm passed out. But that's what it's like when you go to sleep with a clear conscience. It helps. Battle your demons, man. It makes sleepy time so much better. On that note, good night. See you in the morning. Day 72. Good morning. I should have slept in. I don't know why I'm awake. Well, I guess it's because that's what I do. It's like 3:30. I was hoping to sleep in all the way till 5 today, but for whatever reason I woke up. Excuse me. No. I haven't even started making coffee yet. So today's plan is I am not hiking. The way I see it is Riff Raff can use some help. They got a lot of work to do and not a lot of people to do it. So I asked around. I was like, hey, man, can I give you guys a hand? Because they've helped me out and everybody else out so much. I feel obligated. I would like to help them back. So I'm going to ride with them, as far as I know anyway. I'm talking to everybody. There's a lot of Indians around here, not a lot of chiefs, or not a lot of Indians. Not a lot of chiefs, not a lot of Indians. Yeah, that's the saying. It's early, man. So, yeah, they got a lot of chiefs. They need some more Indians around. I can help them with that, man. I can lift stuff. I can move stuff, just basics. Not a set of hands. Somebody with decent problem-solving skills. Someone they're just like, hey, set this up over there. I don't have to ask a billion questions. I can just, go set this up over there. It's not hard stuff, man. Move this, carry that. I can handle all that stuff. And in that, I'm not going to walk into Trail Daze. 12 is going to walk into Trail Daze because, you know, this is our first time through the trail. She shouldn't be missing stuff, but I don't really give a shit, man. I can miss a few miles here and I don't even care. And this is what I would rather do. Excuse me again. Oh. And then that puts me in Trail Daze, puts me in a nice spot. I'm going to do my best to be in Mellow Camp. I'm pretty sure I got it in there, so shouldn't be a problem. But I'm looking to have a good time there. You know, I don't want to just walk in with the stress of like, hey, I need to figure out so much stuff before I need to get there. It'll be nice to have that all taken care of by the time, you know, by the time 12s arrive. I'll already have a spot out. I'll have tents set up, hammocks, the whole 9 yards. Be down to party. Because I can't party responsibly until all of my stuff is secure. You know, I don't want to be all stressed out like I, you know, worried about my tent, my gear and all that all night. Can't party responsibly if I'm having worries. So, you know, take care of all that stuff first and then, you know, let's mess ourselves up for a weekend. That's what Trail Daze is all about. All right, I'm going to start making my coffee and stop talking. I'll see you all, I don't know, out there somewhere. Not on the trail though, but out there somewhere. There's mild pandemonium as everything comes down instantly and is being loaded up and driven away. I am doing a cardinal sin right here, but I have somebody I trust on the inside. Mine and 12's packs are in that truck, and they're headed to Damascus without us. But Dr. Doolittle's on the scene. You might remember her from PCT 18 and most recently Neil Gap. But she is going to take care of me and make sure that my pack and her pack end up somewhere safe and whatnot. And while I try to figure out how I'm getting down there, I still do not have a ride secured. I've talked to some people about some things, but nothing is set in stone yet. So, you know, it's a little stressful to send your gear on ahead of you, but without Dr. Doolittle, I'd be stressed out. But with her watching my stuff, and her name's written on our packs, it's pretty easy to, you know, find. So she's got me. Quick stop over at the grocery store. I got the essentials. Coffee. Well, it will be. Coffee. Hot cocoa. Some oats. And a bell pepper. And various drinks, but yeah. Non-alcoholic. They're not adult drinks. Not yet. I'm probably not going to do a whole lot tonight. You know, you set up that kind of stuff. I'll save the party in for tomorrow. I might pregame a bit, but definitely not letting loose. But I am in Damascus. I've made it here. I will feel much more comfortable once I have my gear set up, that kind of stuff. Hanging out in Camp Mellow. And then, you know, I can relax and just enjoy myself. So far, it's a pleasant day. I hope it stays that way, but it's going to rain. Always rains during Trail Daze. Strange Bird has made an appearance. We know him from the PCT. You can recognize him by the giant tail he has. Lovable character. Thanks, Hillbilly. You paid off for me again, man. You're still helping me up the trail. Taba put me over here in the VIP section. We got our own little thing roped off. I didn't know I was a VIP, but evidently I am now. But only through Hillbilly. Thanks, bro. I'm getting set up, and then I'm going to go gather firewood because there's going to be massive bonfires. So that's something I can do. And I kind of enjoy gathering firewood. I'm going to be a little careful, though. I saw what happened to that guy with the poison sumac. It's not going to be me. I had to cut a bunch of, because you can see it growing up the way these things are covered in ivy. So I just took out my pocket knife and just cut off all the ones that would be in my way. I'm not going to get messed up like that this weekend, man. I took advantage of the showers. I saw the Springer Mountain crew there, all of them. It's nice to see that they're still together. They're a decent-sized tram, like probably 6 of them, I'm guessing. I don't know, I'd have to play it over in my mind. But it's hard to keep 6 people together for this long. You know, people have their own goals, needs, wants, desires. So they split off generally into pairs. But good for them to hold together this long. They just came in this morning. They got a hotel room, whatever. We'll get the hotel room during Trail Daze, man. That's where you want to be in the action, I would think. They're all in their 20s, so I would think they'd be more excited about this than I am. I'm just, you know, I'm taking it totally different than last time. Last time I didn't like this, you know. I was not a fan. But people intimidated me. Now I'm a little more footloose, fancy-free, and confident and all that stuff. Don't have the burdens going on anymore. So I think I'm going to be able to have a better time. Well, I know I'm going to have a better time. I'm going to get lit 6 ways to Sunday. And then recover next week and walk really slow. Well, we're taking the whole weekend off. Of course it's raining because, yeah, that's what it does during Trail Daze. So we got everything pretty much set up. I mean, they're organizing and whatnot, but we moved the stuff. Fire, man, he moved almost everything himself. That dude really wants to get shirted. Evidently, Riff like a night shoe with a shirt sometimes. Yeah, so he's really intent on getting one. I don't care at all. Literally don't. I actually don't want one, especially if he didn't get one. Yeah, because he worked really hard. I just helped out. I do as I do, and really I don't like recognition and standing out in like some sort of ceremony to give you something. You know, it's not my bag. You know, my bag. It wouldn't mean anything to me, but I know it means something to him. So I'm hoping they give it to him because he's put in a lot of work and it means something to him. He wants to fit in here. I already fit in everywhere I go. It's not a burden of mine. But I kind of understand where he's come from. He's got a huge personality like mine, if not larger and way more aggressive. So, you know, fitting in isn't always easy. You got to find a place of outcasts to fit in with. Because we're all out here because we're not all there. I am having a glorious day. Everywhere I go, somebody's handing me a beer. I just ran into Portable G. He's getting married tomorrow. I told him I'd show up to his wedding. I don't really do weddings. I'm kind of against them. I've never done it myself, but I see no better way to end a really good relationship than to get married. And you know it is the leading cause of divorce. But I will show up to their wedding and, you know, lend my support and stuff because, you know, I like G. I hung out with him and his girlfriend on the CDT last year. So, yeah, cool to run into him here. Running into so many people I know. Am I allowed to walk down the street with a beer in my hand, or is that illegal? Because I got a cop right there looking at me. He's driving by. He's like, is that guy hugging his beer? Yes, I'm hugging my beer because I think it makes it invisible, right? You can't see that. What beer, officer? It's an empty can. I collect cans. Oh. So they totally fed us. Riff is taking really good care of me. I'm doing my best to help out and whatnot, but you know, there's a lot of people there. They got everything under control, but they've been roasting a pig underground for 2 days, and I slept right next to it, so I've been smelling that thing, and it is delicious and moist. I had 2 big O sandwiches. There was a free meal going on, and I was in line for it, but I was like, you know, I'm not even in the mood for food right now. And they got 3 of them going on, so I was like, I'll just go to the latest one. There'll probably be less people for it too. But I'm enjoying Trail Daze so much better than last time. So much so. Oh, excuse me. My comfort level is through the roof. Day 73. Had a really good night last night. I just woke up to get the fire started. There were still some embers, so just threw some stuff on and breathe the life back into it. Gonna go do all my morning routines, take a dump and all that stuff before everybody else wakes up because, you know, there's only so many porta potties. Cooking my coffee in the background. Oh, that's a little blue flame right there. Muy importante. And then I'm going to get messed up all day long. That is the plan. Gonna do a lot of different things, chemicals galore, mushrooms, and all sorts of weird stuff. I don't even know. Whatever. As long as I don't have to buy it. That's kind of the rule. So, make my coffee, have a little oats, do some normal people things before I just get riggedy wrecked some. I'm rather curious what we're going to do about firewood. Yesterday I spent hours collecting firewood for both Riff Raff and Camp Mellow. And there's other people collecting for Riff Raff as well. I was by far not the only one. But I'm guessing they burned 800 pounds of wood yesterday. Gripper is in charge of fires. He's the fire chief around here, and he had a huge fire going all night long. I don't know if he realizes, because I don't remember seeing him grabbing wood because he was building the fire. So I don't think he knows that there's a limited supply. And everybody's got big fires going. There's probably 15 of them around here. I grabbed enough to keep us going for a while, but I'm gonna go back through and slim pickings grab what I can because we got a tarp above our fire. You know, boom. So when it starts raining later today, a lot of people are going to gather around our fire because everybody else's fire. Not everybody. There's a few people that have tarps going on as well, but most people just have an exposed fire. So I might go around and grab their wood once the rain starts. It's supposed to start raining from noon today and just keep going for the next couple of days. You know how it does. We'll wander around with the camera so I can show you all the stuff's going on all over the place. That's me. The rains have just started to kick in. It's supposed to rain on and off the whole weekend. Camp Crawler is dry, and Me and Taba got this bad boy up with a little help from some other people, but mostly it was he and I. That is the biggest tarp I've ever set up in my life. And we're smart enough to have our fire under it, which I'm going to go stoke to make sure that it keeps going. I don't like building the fire. I don't mind maintaining it, but starting them is the hardest part. So just don't let them die. And this is just a small part behind my camp. I am lit going for a walk with 12, who is equally lit. I'm not even sure what I'm on. I think it might be mescaline, but I'm unsure. Oops, sorry. This is a small portion that's behind our camp. We're over, I don't know, that way somewhere. Oh, yep, right over there. These aren't even the cool camps. Oh, hey, there's that floating orange thing. I know where we're at.
Yeah, see, we did walk.
What are you doing here? Look at you. You want to strike me, I can tell. I doubt you're venomous, though. You don't really look venomous. You're aggressive. Get off the trail, man. Somebody's going to hurt you. We got your back. He's nuts.
Yeah. Black snake.
He's friendly. Oh, I've been lit all day. I don't even know what I'm on at this point. But people just keep giving me stuff. And I got a high tolerance for bullshit. So I don't know. I think I'm doing drugs from like the 70s, man. It feels weird. Oh, there's people everywhere. Whoa. What's up, man? We have no idea where they all went on. I guess they grabbed music is what they grabbed. I don't know. That it? You need that many people to follow around for music?
Yeah, they just wander off. And what happens is like it's a snake.
Yeah, people are like, oh, there's something going on. Let's go follow. But I was like, not if everybody was running, we would have followed them as they were running.
They were over there.
We're in Camp Mello. We don't want to follow none of these kids. You fucking 20-year-olds, you get back over there. Get back over there and do your drugs. Share with me on the way by. Where are they all going? Nobody knows. Well, this is the red light district. All right, this was Miss Janet's fire circle last time where the kids just, I'm walking in the mud, where the kids just walked around in circles and screamed at the sky. But evidently it's been shut down, but people brought it back out and they're over here beating on tubs again. A bunch of white kids all pretending they're tribal out in the fucking southern woods. That's because these people have no rite of passage. If they had a rite of passage, they'd be out doing something manly, but no, they're just beating on buckets and burning some shit. That's the last of the wood. It's pretty much out, man. There was huge piles here earlier. Yeah, exciting, huh? It's way cooler in Camp Mello. I got glow sticks though. Oh man, I ran into Honey Badger and Collector here, and I think they fed me some mushrooms. Colors are really popping, I can tell you that. I'm not quite sure where we're at, but I know how to get out of here. Are we leaving? Hey.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Are we wandering again?
Okay?
I am great.
Oh, we are. Is this?
Day 74. That was a long, rough night. I didn't go to bed till like, I don't know, 3 or something. Do appreciate the cops this time, because them buckets over there, there's a bunch of tub-thumping motherfuckers that kept just beating those all night. That was the thing I hated about Trail Daze last year, was all the tub-thumpers. But the cops went and shut their asses down, told them to shut the fuck up, and they did. I was going to go burn all their buckets this morning. The cops didn't shut them down. I was going to come out here in the middle of the night and just put their buckets in the fire and solve that problem. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. Nobody wants to hear their tubs being thumped all night. They know one fucking tune. Bum, 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 bum. The only fucking tune they know, man, all goddamn night. I don't know what the entertainment value is in that, but it annoys the shit out of me. Let's take a little stroll through the neighborhood. there's still more stuff way over there. There's Camp Riff Raff way over there. Go see if they got any breakfast going on. There's a place doing breakfast burritos over here. That is like the smallest tent I think I've ever seen. Okay, there's the place of the burritos. We don't got no burritos going yet. Oh, I hear things heating up. 9:30, but I can smell them already. Okay, here I am, Camp Mellow. Sit on the dock.
You won't find it. I'm gonna lose it.
Safety first. It's cool. They just start jamming. Other people with instruments show up. They start jamming. Everybody's playing along. It's fun. Now, this is the vendor area going on. Hello. You're way too young for me. I don't have much of an interest in any of this. There's free stuff, you know, if you can win it and enter things and raffles and prizes and such. But you have to be in specific places at specific times, and that's more effort than I'm willing to put in for the possibility of winning a piece of gear that I don't even necessarily want. Yeah, I'd most likely donate or sell for a low, low price. But I'm here nonetheless. That's creepy already. I am not putting out tonight. That'll freak me out. We're gonna be eating some mushrooms and stuff. That's gonna trip me out all night. Let's see what it looks like at the end. I don't know what she's going for. But they go, oh, God, probably something like that, huh? Oh, Jesus, I mean, I am staring at that. Oh, yeah. I'm not doing it. It's too much for me. I'm here at the Hiker Trash Parade. This guy is holding a sign since 2017. I don't recognize any of these people. Everybody looks identical to me. Hikers, 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 hikers. We have begun. Oh, I don't recognize anybody, but Ken Reeves found me and gave me a couple bottles of alcohol. Ran into a dude named Luke earlier and he gave him a hug. He wanted to have a safety meeting with me, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. Sorry, brother. I had stuff going on, or I totally would have. But he hooked me up with a free breakfast, so you're awesome, dude. Thanks. All right, so yeah, we're wandering. Damn, he's got a machine gun turret going on.
That was Odie, man. 17, baby!
I agree. I don't know what happens from here, but it just kind of came to a stop. So I'm milling back in the other direction. We're going against the flow at this point. Look at all the filthy hikers. And there's 24 back here. I don't even know. Oh yeah, I see people I recognize. Hey, 24s. That's about it. As a whole fire trucks follow him down. That's nice. We got Odie giving his "You Are Royalty" speech. I guess he does this every year because he did it back in 2017 as well. I mean, you wonder why there's so many entitled hikers out there. Odie, you're doing it. you are royalty. I'm like, no, not really. We're trash. We're really good trash. These are what they use for frickin' drums, man. Just beating these fucking tubs all night. Fire's still small. I got this guy over here. He's trying to pick up a log. How did your hike end? How far is he trying to walk with that thing now? Is it worth it in the end?
Help! You got this.
White man carry a whole tree. Certain events happen to let you know that you are actually kind of high. You know, you're thinking you got it all together. You just come around and you see the way the smoke's coming out of this thing. You're like, wow, man, I've never seen smoking the way this is smoking now. And the way it's playing in the light in the trees, and you're like, oh yeah. I've ingested a lot of mushrooms today. That's what's happened. It is a very chill scene here during the day. Everybody's just doing their things, but they're everywhere. This is my backyard right here. Everybody has to come through Camp Mellow to get where they're going. I watched a dude face plant in that mud puddle right there last night. It was great because he came running down full speed, just boom, and I heard him hit the ground and go, oof, when he hit the ground. And he picked himself up and he goes, oh, no, he saw that. He actually said it out loud. I was standing right here. I'm like, no, I saw that. Right place, right time, man. Way better experience than last time. I have a puppy. He's deaf, but he's mine now. You're my puppy. Ah, come on up. Come on. Something I can get my fucking hands on. Pulled pork. Out of the goodness of these people's hearts, they feed the hell out of it. There's a long line for this stuff. This dude's dog is so chill, it just lays here the whole time. So I covered it in red lights. Can't even tell there's a dog there. Oh, there's a dog there. He just lays there. He's a really good dog, but I don't want him to get stepped on. So everybody's throwing these little red lights around. So I was like, I'm going to take him, put him on the dog, man. He's safe. We're all safe. Day 75. Oh, it was a good night last night. That was interesting as hell. I'm going to be coming back to Trail Daze again. That was fun. We're staying again another night because we got to recover from all that fun. Trying to find the river right now. I dropped my sweater, my hoodie in the mud, and then I stepped on it a couple of times before I realized what I was doing. I want to hear all the cool people stay one more night. Well, not most, but a lot of people have left. But yeah, definitely hanging out for another night. I'm not ready to go for a long walk yet. I need a night off. And I need to wash my shit. Things are definitely mellow around here. There's about a tenth of the people that were here. But all the cool people remained. Not all, but mostly. They're having a huge poker game over in Riff Raff right now. I don't play poker. My luck works in different ways. I don't want to waste it on cards. I'm going over to see if the bathrooms are unlocked. Rumor has it the building over there has a shower in it. I'm going to go see what's up with that. I got my puffy, my shower poof. I took a shower just like 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm going to do it again. Look at me, twice in 1 week. Wake up tomorrow, do my thing. I'm not in a hurry to get out of town. Let all those hikers get up ahead. Fire's been dressing weird lately. Normally he's a super bright color, but now he looks kind of like a Padawan or something. You know, he looks weird in earth tones, but I still recognize him across the way. I was like, is that Fire in earth tones? Oh, that just looks weird. But he did get his Riff Raff shirt, so he's all happy about that, and I'm glad for him. Yeah, it's nice to see him so happy. He's accepted somewhere, and you know, he pulled his weight around there. I help out here and there, you know, but I ain't trying to like get anybody's good graces. I just want to help out. So, hey, you fed me, gave me beers and stuff, slack packed me. Least I can do is do some work for you. But he's into it, you know, and that's cool. I'll definitely come back and help him again in future years. I think that sounds like a pretty cool idea. But I definitely don't want a shirt. I've always been like that. You know, I've been around, gangs, biker clubs, and all that shit. And everybody always wants you to join, but I don't like the joining processes. I don't want to join anything. It's just not my jam. This does not look like a shower. People are lying to me. It does not look like a shower at all, but